fall apart. 'Cause I've got an elastic heart. No, you won't see me fall apart. 'Cause I have an elastic heart. Thank you. And now we'd like to get our fellow MC performers for our second song for this set.
Okay na. Hindi. AJ. AJ Al. AJ.
Wrong announcement. It's me. So don't bother my t-shirt now. I'll just say it. Dolphins are just gay sharks. So you have an idea of what am I going to say something here. It's my first time. Okay, let's start. A letter from your bromo. Ever since the spring of the spermless zygote, it's always been you who gets the diamonds in the mountains. You who can only create the stars and the cars. You who gets the sumptuous meat as always. From getting the best ice cream flavor that melts into your mouth, to tying a knot and sprinkling the seeds of your precious possibilities. And here I am, still baking the bread that I don't want to eat. You cage me into your finger spaces, slowly puckering the hairs if I shall look like RuPaul or maybe Kim Kardashian's ass, while I faint into dizziness of who I shall be. I can never walk along the bay with my hands and eyes attached like a chewing gum, with my precious unknown. For you believe that I am destined to rot and get barbecued, just like Taylor Swift, as you said. You scream to me that I have no star quality, but no right to sing sappy to happy old ballads, since it's just like serenading a baboon while drinking an eggnog on an Easter Sunday. You also laugh while I squint on the profiles, of headless torsos, surmising if my unknown is a serum, a liquid that is ready to gush into my blood vessels and release the demon I am longing to move. And there you are. There you are. There you are. Giving your mistress endless blank kisses and fingers while your picture perfect possibilities crush into memories, into nightmares. You can transform if you try harder. That's what you whispered to me while you caught my soul gleaming like a neon sign in front of I am not sure if it's a baby factory or a gonorrhea petri dish. What? I didn't mind. I didn't mind. I didn't mind. Now that I have this magical spots and coins on my monochromatic film paper. You pointed your finger. You pointed your finger like a piercing knife. I told you so. While I wait for my alarm clock to tick-tock. The truth is that every time our pupils align, I long for your like button. At least. That sometime in our goddamn incubation, mutualism had happened, even it may seem a fantasy. Maybe a fantasy for me. Is it for you? Your torn mind of black and white tried to dismantle the bomb of my colors, but I stood. I am still standing, and I will stand even if my tarsals disagree, as your empty words have sealed our existence. My fate. I can still recall when our mother told us that we should settle our distinctiveness. Yeah, whatever. But the chunkiest lards to the smallest granules of our biochemical styroforms. You forgot. You already forgot. You forgot that I am your brother. A homo, your bromo.
Most of you, I think, don't know me, but that's okay because we'll get to know each other a bit better in a while. Okay, so the title of this is DABDA. Are you guys familiar with that acronym? Okay, keep that in mind. I am in mourning. I mourn for that 4-year-old girl who was made fun of because she had dark skin and a flat nose. I mourn for her confidence, for the belief that she could be, that she was in fact beautiful. I mourn for that 7-year-old girl who was told girls don't behave that way. I mourn for her energy to live in ways that made her happy, in ways that made her free. I mourn for her carefree ways, for her joy in all things that made her her. I mourn for that 11-year-old girl who was shamed for wanting to wear a sleeveless top in a tropical country. I mourn for the innocence of her body, where skin was made improper, inappropriate. I mourn the beauty of her body, made to feel tainted, deserving to be hidden. I mourn for that 13-year-old girl whose heart was broken because the first boy she ever liked vanished without a word, not even a goodbye, and all because she wouldn't let him score second base. I mourn for her conviction, for her definition of acceptance, for her worth beyond her body. I mourn for that 14-year-old girl whose incessant pleas and cries of no meant nothing, whose drunken, broken-hearted stupor was an invitation for a boy 7 years her senior to quell his curiosity of what she felt like. I mourn for her self-worth. I mourn for the strength of her words used to carry. I mourn for the faults she saw in herself that made her believe she deserved it all. I mourn the trust in her friends that weren't there, and everyone she wasn't able to run to. In her family she couldn't confide in. I mourn for that 16-year-old girl who jumped from person to person, thirsty for acceptance, starving to belong. I mourn for her weary soul, emptying and withering with each failed journey, with each miserable connection. I mourn for that 18-year-old girl who was laughed at, who was told you're overreacting, or don't be such a drama, when she cried in front of family, telling them that that she was desperate, that she wanted to die, that she thought she needed help. I mourn for the home she thought she had, crumbling and decaying. I mourn for the invalidation of her emotions, for the rejection of her pain. I mourn for that 28-year-old girl lost, trying to get her life back together. I mourn for her moral compass bent, rusting, no longer really knowing north from south. I mourn for principles she once held, the conviction to stand by them, and the assertion to follow through. I mourn for the friends she lost, the friends she didn't make, the places she couldn't go to, the things she couldn't do, the things she wanted to be. I mourn the minutes, the hours, the days spent digging herself into a grave instead of being able to make something of herself. I mourn for her dreams and fantasies all burned, dissolving into the earth. I mourn for the insurmountable and overwhelming sense of regret. I mourn for her shame, the blame. I mourn for the person she could have been. I mourn for that 29-year-old girl, trapped, suffocating, options vacillating between running away or killing herself. I mourn for the light, now reduced to a dying ember. I mourn for her inability to stand up for herself, the self-love she can't seem to find. I mourn for the fading hope, for weakening faith, for the fluctuating will to live. I mourn for that 30-year-old, bewildered, overwhelmed, with no idea how this life thing goes. I mourn for a cracked and chipped heart, for the longing for a time she did not feel ugly, stupid, wrong, or useless. I mourn for the summation of everything that she could have been, and of everything she didn't want to be. Hi, my name is Anne. I am a 30-year-old girl, and I am in mourning.
Hello, it's nice to see all of you here. Five melodies are sweeter. This is John Keats in simple English. Beauty is a mixture of fact and cream. It's cool resonance, warmth, and kindred soul, and some say it's truth. Others says it's a lie. A remnant of tainted eyes, arms of ivory white, aquatic blue irises, tall, vague, jet black hair. When one speaks of beauty, they speak of a certain urn, how its ashes were flung into a cliff, swept by thin air carried by wind, surrounded by dainty feelers, handled by anxious hands. Words are strokes of luck framed by silver, a faint suggestion of perfume sprayed neatly into a canvas. I want you to turn orange into dusky crimson, iron to steel, vague impressions to vivid hues. See the sideways motions of our feet, how it rhythms with an invisible tune, gently at first, then discreet. See how beauty is undone by cold fact of sentiment, cascaded, structured by taut heartstrings. A note that hangs like a hovering eagle. Notice how it glides gracefully in thin air, lands on its nest by a cliff, and frees.
Hawakan mo ang aking kamay at lisanin na natin ang gabi na singlalim ng iyong pagkaalinlangan.
Tara na at ikubli natin ang nakaraan, ibalot at ihulma ito sa maliit na kahon, ikandado at itapon sa kailaliman ng Ilog Pasig, at tayo ay maglalakbay tungo sa mga bituin ng ating saling lahi.
Halika na't pumanhik sa ating sasakyan. Kumakalansing na ang mga susi sa aking kamay at ang diwa ko'y napupuno na sa pagnanais na maglakbay.
Kakaripas tayo sa kahabaan ng daan at mapapanood natin ang paglaho ng Maynila mula sa isang dungaw ng bintana, habang sasalubungin natin ang takip silim na paparating.
Pagmamasdan natin ang ganda ng langit at ang sari-saring mga kulay na unti-unting nalulusaw sa lamig ng karimlan, hanggang sa ang mga ilaw ay maging tuldok na lamang. Mga bituing animoy mga alitaptap na nagmamatyag sa lilim ng gabi.
Gawin natin ito bago tayo makalimot. Sisirin na natin ang mga lihim ng karagatan sa timog, patungong dalampasigan at mga tabing dagat ng Batangas. Doon, masusugatan ng mga paa mo ng mga salungong nakadikit sa batuhan ng estuaryo, kung saan ang alat at tabang ay nag-iisa tulad ng pag-ibig ng dalawang magkaibang tao.
Gawin natin ito bago tayo magpaanod sa alon ng di mawaring kapalaran, kung saan ang asin ng karagatan ay siyang magiging lason sa ating pagkaalala.
Nakaripas tayo ng takbo sa Albay, patungo sa simbahang nakahimlay sa lupang nilulumot na, sa limot at sa dalagang mayon na sinusumpong ng di maitimping galit. Babagtasin natin ang tuktok ng burol para sa huling pamamaalam ng Haring Araw.
Ating kahaharapin ang mga rumaragasang bagyong sasalanta sa mga parok at sityong nakaligtaang ihanay sa mga lalawigan at rehiyon. Tayo ang makaaalala sa mga taong nilibing ng pagyao ng panahon. Inalot na sila sa mga karagatan ng karanasan natin na mundong ayaw mawalay sa mga pananaw na sasakop sa mga salitang malupit, walang awa, mahirap, at hindi makatarungan.
Tayo ay manunumpa sa krus ni Magellan sa Cebu. Ang krus na siyang ating dalisay at sumpa, na patuloy pa rin pinapasan ng ating bansang napapako sa sarili nitong mga kalbaryo.
Tayo ay haharap sa kababayan nating Moro at luluhod sa kanilang mga harapan at sabay hihingi ng paumanhin kay Allah sa ating paglalapastangan sa kanilang kasarinlan.
Nalayo tayo tungo sa kabundukan ng Agusan, kung saan haharapin natin ang takot sa mga taong nilapastangan ng sistemang bulok na siyang sanhi ng kanilang pag-alsa gamit ang dahas at ang armadong pakikibaka. At sa karimlan ng takipsilim ng Davao, diringgin natin ang pagtangis ng mga inang nauulila. Hagkan-hagkan ang anak nilang nalulungdaw.
Itong malamig na bangkay ay may
mga matang dilat na hindi na makakakita ng panibagong umaga.
Itong tirik at init ng araw ay di na umaabot sa kanila, pagkat ang hustisya ay pinagkakait sa di umano'y nagkasala.
O mahal ko, kay sarap sanang umibig dito sa tinubuang bayan.
Kay dalisay sana ng mga ngiting hindi mo na masisilayan.
Ng pagkalingang di mo na naranasan, pagkat ikaw ay sinasakdal ng sarili mong kababayan. Ang iyong mga mata na hindi na muling masisilayan, ang yumi ng ating lupang sinilangan, sa abo ngayoy babalik pagkat ikay kinundina sa isang katok at pagkasa ng metal sa metal.
Hawakan mo ang aking kamay at lilisanin natin ang gabing bumubulag sa ating mga mata, papunta sa pag-ibig na pinagkait at sa mga damdaming nakabitin sa ganda ng awit ng ating buhay. Meron akong sobrang ikling tula tungkol to sa malayo kong kamag-anak na namatay sa Alzheimer's. Ang nangyari kasi noon, lahat ng